Welcome inside Ben Johnson Arena for Southern Conference basketball as the Wofford Terriers host the Bulldogs from the Citadel. Good evening. Tom Wormy along with John Kress. And John, will start with the Citadel. This is a team with a record of 1-7 on the road as they come into Ben Johnson Arena. On the other side, Wofford still looking for its first conference victory in the SoCon this season.
When these two great academic schools meet, though, they're usually barn burners, predicated by the last few possessions, and expect nothing less tonight.
For the Citadel, we'll look at Kevin Hammock. Here's a guard for the Bulldogs who leads the conference in steals.
The 6'1 senior from Baltimore is the consummate point guard. Does a lot of everything. 10.9 clip per game, 48 assists for the season, and he leads the Southern Conference in steals at 2.6 per game.
And for Wofford, the guy who'll fill up the bucket is Shane Nichols. He is the third leading scorer in the Southern Conference, averaging just over 16 points a game.
This 6-foot junior guard from Radford, Virginia, is a terrific scorer. 16.6 a game. In the last two games, he's averaging 25.5, and he hits a barrage of threes. In the last game against West Virginia Wesleyan, he went for 7 from behind the arc, shoots with his eyes closed.
And for more on tonight's game, let's go over to Ralph Patterson.
Thanks, guys. This is going to be a great one, and you're going to have two teams just get after each other. A new life for both. They're both coming off of wins. They both struggled this year with brutal non-conference schedules, playing a lot of big-time Division I folks. We're going to see a ton of three-point shots. The over-under is 50 three-point shots. We're going to see more than that, I think. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Ralph. It should be an exciting matchup as the Wofford Terriers host the Bulldogs of Citadel right here on CSS. It's Southern Conference basketball. Coming up next, the starters and tip-off. Stay with us.
After an energy drink. Unfortunately, so is this. Why do energy drinks make you crash? 1 minute you're wired up, the next you feel worse than before. The answer is the large amounts of sugar and caffeine. That's why you should try a new liquid energy shot called 5-Hour Energy. With 5-Hour Energy, you can leave grogginess behind and sail through your day without feeling jittery, tense, or, you know. That's because 5-Hour Energy contains a powerful blend of B vitamins for energy, amino acids for focus and better mood, and enzymes to help you feel it faster. There's zero sugar, zero net carbs, and only as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. The 2-ounce shot takes just seconds to drink, and in minutes you're feeling awake, alert, and productive. And that feeling lasts for hours. So if your energy drink makes you crash, switch to 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later. Find out if 5-Hour Energy is right for you. It's available at these fine stores. Or for more information, go to 5hourenergy.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Carolina Ford Dealers, where bold moves happen every day. By BB&T, there's opportunity here. By Food Lion, good neighbors, great prices. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. We are at Benjamin Johnson Arena on the campus of Wofford College, Spartanburg, South Carolina, for Southern Conference basketball. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Hobson, Streeter, Hammock, McClendon, and Brick. And on the other side of the ledger for Wofford, Estep, Marshall, Watley, Gibson, and Nichols. And a notable exception for the Bulldogs, Jamel Everhart will not start tonight, John. That's a big amount of time and points and energy to fill for the Bulldogs.
The 6'6 senior is kind of the glue of the Citadel program. Last year in their win here at Benjamin Johnson, he scored 18 points. He can guard 3s, 4s, and 5s. He's an outside player, an inside player on offense, and he's got a bruised, sore right knee, and hopefully he'll be back soon because the Citadel really needs him, especially on the road.
And he also had 15 rebounds in that victory last week. Take a look at the coaches. Mike Young, his 5th year in Wofford. His career record is 53 and 76. But Mike Young has been here for a long time as an assistant coach as well. He knows the territory here in Spartanburg. On the other side of the court, Ed Conroy. In his first year at the Citadel, his career record, 45-50. But Ed has extensive assistant coaching experience as well. Most recently at Coastal Carolina and at Tennessee. The series history, the Citadel leads 43-38. They have won 3 straight games here in Spartanburg. We're set to tip it off. Citadel in the blue, Wofford in the white, and we're underway as Watley wins the tip, Nichols control, and we're set to go. Drew Gibson is the point guard for the Wofford Terriers. Where's number 2?
Citadel starts in a 2-3 zone. They're going to have to tag the shooters, though, on the outside. Wofford is proficient three-point shooting team. 8th in the nation, making over 10 per game, so they have to get out quick.
And there's one from the corner, and it's off. That was from Eric Marshall. The rebound cleared by the Citadel. Brian Streeter had the board there. First possession for the Bulldogs.
Wofford opens up in man-to-man, shirt-to-shirt defense. Citadel will be very, very patient on offense and look to get open shots.
Thompson, 3, and there it is.
Well, the sub for Jamel Everhart starts off at a high note as he hits the downtown drainer from the top of the key.
Joseph Thompson, 6'6", the senior forward, weighs 235 pounds, averages 3.7 points per game. He's almost to his average. It is taken by the Citadel. They'll look to push. And the shot is good.
An acrobatic shot by Donnie McClendon, kind of a circus variety, and he went down. Citadel up 5-zip.
Back the other way, a three-pointer from the corner. That's number 12, Matt Estep with the answer.
Estep had 5 3-point shots made this Wednesday against West Virginia Wesleyan. He also made 5 at Michigan. He's a proficient scorer from behind the arc.
That was a 90-64 victory at home for Wofford against West Virginia Wesleyan.
Both teams playing without a true center right now, Tom. In fact, Demetrius Nelson comes off of the bench. He's the only guy who really plays with his back to the basket. So a lot of motion, 5 men moving, 5 men passing and cutting.
Inside. Miss, cleared by Marshall. Hustling to the basket, and he gets it to go.
Hardman sin, they did not stop the ball. They let Eric Marshall go the distance, went almost 94 feet, laid it in. Citadel has to pick the ball handler up early around the half-court area.
There's Hammock, number 22, with a long-range three-pointer off the front rim, no good. Kept alive by Streeter. And poked away, it will be Citadel ball. In that game against West Virginia Wesleyan, 18 three-pointers by Wofford to tie a school record.
Here's Eric Marshall going all the way using his left hand, kisses it off the backboard, and scores a good boost for Wofford on the run.
Number 12 is Jonathan Brick. Inside looking for Streeter, who gets double-teamed.
Wofford double teams from the top of the circle.
On the steal. Great pick by Gibson. And he gets it back.
Jonathan Brick thought he had a layup, and he fell right into the lap of Nichols, and Wofford is on the offensive end.
Brick was thinking about points. Wofford turns it around the other way. The three-pointer is no good. Goes out of bounds. Off of McClendon will be Wofford ball.
Again, Citadel in a zone. Citadel will have to extend that defense, I would believe, and play very, very good closeout basketball. Not give too many open three-point shots, because Wofford knocks down those looks.
5 is Nichols. Inside. Watley. Little jump hook doesn't go. Tipped away. Out of bounds. And will be Citadel ball. Just over 17 minutes to play in the first half. All tied up at 5. Citadel comes in with a record of 4-10, 1-7 on the road, 1-2 in the conference, while Wofford is 5-9, 3-1 on their home floor, the parquet, and 0-3 in the conference.
Citadel spreading the court, has good balance and spacing in their offense. Nice post feed to Judge Thompson, lays it in. Good basketball by the Citadel.
Thompson has 5 points. That bucket to go along with his three-point shot earlier in the game. Full court pressure from the Citadel. Broken by Wofford. Gibson creates the contact, got the shot away, but he'll be headed to the free throw line.
This is a great guard from Los Angeles who is a speedster. He reminds me of a tiny Archibald or Travis Beck. Very, very fast. Here's the basket where the Citadel moves forward to the right corner. Nice bounce pass by Kevin Hammett and Joseph Thompson.
Gibson has the first. He is a 75% free throw shooter.
Gibson was out for 6 games with a cold hamstring earlier in the year. And you talked about Wofford, but they've had a very, very tough schedule. They've been on that road, and they've played some great ball clubs. So it's been a difficult go for them. They played Charlotte, Auburn, Michigan, Cincinnati, North Carolina State, all on the road. Not an easy chore.
And they beat Cincinnati, lost to North Carolina State by just 4. We're up 9 at the half against the Wolfpack. Beat Cincinnati by 1, 91-90. McClendon on the drive, the pull-up, block. Nichols had the block, dives for the ball, up ahead, Marshall, we've got contact. Rick is on the floor, and he will get the foul.
Great defense by Nichols, who went straight up, straight down. Sometimes your body will go into the offensive shooter, but he went perpendicular to the ceiling and raised up, straight up, and blocked the shot. Great defensive play by Shane Nichols.
Number 33, Corey Godzinski, has checked into the game for Wofford.
Wofford cutting players against the zone and moving the ball well also.
Salters also into the game for Wofford. Number 3, Junior Salters. This is Gibson. Godzinski. Nichols for 3, in and out. We're going to get a foul on number 55. That is Emilio Levelo. And we'll take our first time out with 15:43 to go in the first half. We are all tied up at 7 from Ben Johnson Arena. More to come after this.
Camry doesn't have it. Accord doesn't have it. In fact, Ford Fusion is the only vehicle in its class to offer the intelligence of all-wheel drive. A system that delivers power to the wheels that need it when road conditions demand it. Ford Fusion, the leader in total quality, ahead of both Camry and Accord.
Fast action. It's high energy. It's USC Upstate Basketball. Coming off 2 straight appearances in the NCAA tournament and winning the Peach Belt Conference Championship, the Spartans are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Also, don't miss the women's action while they build on last year's run to the NCAA tournament and 3rd place finish in the Peach Belt Conference. So keep up with the latest in basketball action in the Upstate. Catch the USC Upstate Spartans.
January 6th, catch women's and men's basketball versus Georgia Southwestern at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m.
It was horrible, Mother. Kill and die.
The new season of Rome, coming to HBO. Relive the first season now with HBO On Demand.
Back at Wofford College. All smiles so far for the fans here. Look at the non-conference schedule for the Citadel. Michigan State, Iowa, Notre Dame, Southern Cal, West Virginia. Very ambitious for Ed Conroy in his first season here for the Bulldogs.
Very ambitious, but you know, they make some guarantee money. They can put it back into their budget and maybe for recruiting and other things. But Ed Conroy, he's going to get the job done. He knows the Citadel system. He played there from 85 to 89, played for a great coach in Les Robinson.
Who is now the athletic director of the Citadel.
Here's man-to-man defense by Wofford. Hammock on the drive.
Inside, whistle, foul. Going to go against Wofford.
Hammock did a nice job of driving baseline. He drew the defender, Demetrius Nelson, over and dished it off to Demetrius Nelson. They called the foul. Not in the act of shooting. Citadel inbounds from underneath that basket.
Corey Godzinski sets his first foul. Nelson is 44. Making his move. Ball's up in the air. Whistle. Wofford ball.
They had him go over the back. He had a jump hook. He tried to maneuver. Levelo is 6'10", so so he's getting early time. He's a 6'10 freshman and hasn't played that much in ball games, especially in the first half. So Wofford experimenting with the big guy against Demetrius Nelson.
He's from Athens, Georgia. Nichols, number 5. Gibson with 8 seconds to shoot. Working on brick. Forces it up. Taken by the Citadel.
Excellent defensive possession by the Citadel. They zoned again, but they got out on the shooters. They communicated well and gave no open 3 on that possession.
Number 1 is Vytautas Valulis from Vilnius, Lithuania, for the Citadel. This is Diaspora, number 14.
I would expect the Citadel to use the shot clock, try to shorten the game a little on the road. Good double team by Wofford.
Hammock tried to go to the basket, ran into Gibson, and he's going to get the foul.
Wofford is known to double team from the top of the key. So who's ever out there on the entry pass to the low post will double team. Now it's a 4-on-3. If you can skip it out, it might take 1 or 2 passes, you can get an open shot as you have an advantage on the weak side. But Wofford does a good job of keeping their hands up and trapping the offensive player with 2 men.
Lebelo comes out of the game. 25, Tyler Watson comes in. Also, Brian Streeter is out. Or Brian Streeter is in for Citadel. On the baseline, whistle and a foul. Players go tumbling to the surface. That was Kevin Hammock who fell down to the baseline in a foul.
Good ball reversal by the Citadel, and Kevin Hammock is a terrific driver. He really can score. He can make some good assists. He has 44 for the season, and he's kind of a complete point guard. And very important to the Citadel. He's a 5th-year senior.
Drew Gibson picked up his 2nd foul, had to check out. Matt Estep comes into the game for Wofford. Working around the perimeter. Valulis, number 1. Diaspora. Diaspora with his hands on it again, wants to go inside and does to Hammock. Triple team in the field. Estep. Slow it up. Nichols. Shot by Marshall.
Marshall's a great one-on-one player. He went to his left, pulled up on the dime, has that in-between game, which is so important nowadays. Usually guys can shoot 3s to go all the way, but how many can pull up like that and make a jump shot from 15 feet?
Marshall, the 6'4" senior from Grovetown, Georgia, with the bucket. Side, ball loose, picked up by Wofford. Marshall has 4 points for the Terriers. Nichols along the baseline, cut off. 2-point lead for Wofford, 9-7, just over 13 minutes to go. Nichols, stutter step, jump shot, good.
Great safety by Nichols. Through the defender, 1 bounce, and a basket.
First 2 points of the game for Shane Nichols, 16.6 points per game. He is 3rd in the Southern Conference. Shoots 46% from the field. Also shoots an amazing 49% from 3-point range. That is 5th in the conference.
Wofford's putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
Hammock picks it out, and the foul will go against Wofford.
That's the 3rd time that Hammock has driven the baseline, all with success.
That'll be on Marshall, his 1st.
Here's the 1-step bounce by Shane Nichols. Good shot fake, good basket. The lefty can really, really score. He was a great player at St. Peter's, and he transferred after being the Rookie of the Year in the Metro Atlantic Conference. So he is in his 3rd season at Wofford after sitting out 1 year, and he's a prolific scorer.
Joseph Thompson back into the game. That's Hammock, 22 with the ball. Gets it up. Good defense by Nichols. It'll be Wofford ball. That's a good matchup. Hammock and Nichols, they'll go at each other for the better part of the game.
And now Hammock has posted twice in a row without any success. Citadel uses a 3-quarter, 1-3-1 zone press. Wofford breaks it easily, and Citadel goes back to their 2-3 matchup zone.
Estep out top. This is Marshall, number 20. Into the game, Matt O'Connor, number 4. E-step from the corner is short. The long rebound goes to Salters. Finds O'Connor, who hits. Matt O'Connor, his first bucket of the game.
He's a senior from Iowa. Played 2 years at Iowa Western Community College, and he's a very good outside shooter. In fact, of his 91 shots, 48 are from behind the three-point arc. So you might see him go out even further than that.
Three-pointer from the corner for Donnie McClendon. He's got 5.
McClendon can be explosive. He can score in bunches. And Wofford has to make sure they know where he is. He's a very, very good outside shooter, and he can also drive it. Good one-on-one play.
Citadel as a team, 34% from three-point land. Brick getting set to check in for the Citadel. E-step in the corner.
They're getting out to the shooters well now.
Wofford on a 13-2 run. The Terriers lead 13-10. Nichols hard up the back iron. Salters retrieves it. E-step for 3.
When you're on the road, you don't want to give second and third shots. That second shot opportunity led to an open 3 by Matt E-step. Offensive rebounds find open players on the perimeter all the time.
6-point lead for Wofford. Matt E-step has 6 points, both coming from three-point shots. McClendon from way outside. O'Connor clears. Here comes Nichols. Salters thought about 3. Now they swing it around. Salters, E-step on the great cut. Couldn't get to the basket. Salters is open for 3. Money.
Junior Salters had 20 against Clemson, had 14 against Cincinnati, and he's a scorer. He's a freshman from Broome High School. Here we see him. The offensive end, good skip pass. Junior Salters knocks it down, and he's a good athlete. Tom, he was a football player here in Spartanburg at Broome High School. He was a receiver and a defensive back, and he gets a lot of minutes off the bench. So he's going to be a big part of the future of Wofford, especially in the backcourt. As Shane Nichols, Duke Gibson, and Eric Marshall, 3 real good ones that play ahead of him.
Junior Salters averages 6.1 points per game, and he shoots 42% from outside the arc. 9-point lead for the Wofford Terriers on their home floor. Here's your three-point shooting in the early going. 2 of 4 for the Citadel. Wofford 3 of 9. You will see these teams pump up threes. Both teams have either tied or set school records for three-point baskets made this season. And coincidentally enough, both 18 three-pointers made in those record-setting and tying efforts. Here's a steal. This is Nixon, number 10. Nixon, Godzinski for 3, short. Look at the hustle by Salters to keep it alive. E-step thought about it. Now they swing it around. O'Connor for 3, rattles in and out. Salters is everywhere. Comes down with the offensive board.
Citadel in the zone has to find players and match up on checkouts. The second shots are just killing him. Great effort by Wofford. Wofford is hungry. They're 0-3 in the Southern Conference. They want this one, but the Citadel must, again, check out and contest shots.
Matt O'Connor on the bucket for Wofford. He's got 4 points, and Wofford has an 11-point lead, 21-10 over the Citadel. Rick is 12, working on Nixon. Baseline. Spins, throws up a running jump hook kind of shot. Doesn't make it. This is E-step. Three-pointer. Weak side board. Comes away. 31, Joseph Thompson has it, and Brick will push it up. McClendon for 3. He's got it.
That stops the bleeding a little. They needed that one. Norm Nixon made a nice hit-ahead pass to Matt E-step. Norm Nixon from Los Angeles. We might remember his father. A great player for the Clippers and the LA Lakers. Norm Nixon was a tremendous guard in the NBA. And his son is a freshman, elected to come to Wofford. He's going to be very good in the future.
And won 2 world champions with the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to take a break. 21-13 in the first half here on CSS.
Does opportunity have a hometown? Where does it live? Does it rent or own? At BB&T, we see opportunity living everywhere. In a checking account, a business line of credit, in protecting your family and assets and making your money grow. If you're bank doesn't see it that way, you should see us. Banking, insurance, investments. BB&T. There's opportunity here.
Cotland Gardner is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired an actor.
My husband totaled our new SUV on my birthday.
But you know, I still love him.
Less than 6 hours after the accident, the Geico claim adjuster was at my house.
Well, I put on some tangerine lip gloss and answered the door.
Geico service turned out to be the best birthday present I could ever want.
I was one lucky woman.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Nothing draws a neighborhood crowd together like the big game or the big race. And the best place to catch the action is right from your own living room. Food Lion is happy to help keep your home concession stand stocked all season with a fantastic variety of delicious foods at prices that will have you cheering. Food Lion, good neighbors, great prices.
Back inside Ben Johnson Arena, 21-13, Wofford in front. Let's check in with Ralph Patterson.
Thanks, guys. Listen to this stat. Wofford has had 10 different players make threes this year. In their season opener at NC State, 7 different Terriers nailed a three in the first half. The NCAA record for most guys that make a three in a game is 9. Wofford could do that, and as good as they are, they're making Citadel get to the player on the catch, and that's spreading the defense out. That's also going to help their inside game, isn't it, Coach?
Without a doubt, Wofford is just proficient from out there. 47% of their shots from the field are threes, and they're not making them yet in this game, but they're still up by 8 points. So Citadel has to watch out.
Here's the offensive rebounding situation. Wofford out in front, 5-1 over the Citadel. And second chance points, it's all Wofford. 7-zip over the Bulldogs. Nichols controls for Wofford. They are first in the conference in three-point shooting, but they turn it over. Hammock with the layup.
Beautiful steal and push ahead by Kevin Hammock. McClendon has 8 points, and Hammock has to start scoring also. With Everhart not playing, both Hammock and McClendon have to have big games.
Marshall almost had it stripped. Now 3 players go to the floor. Jump it up. Possession arrow favors the Citadel. Take a look at the play by Kevin Hammock. Here's a guy who knows how to dish the ball. 388 career assists. That's a record, but look at him go to the bucket.
Beautiful. He eludes Shane Nichols and lays it in. He's a very, very talented player. He went down last year and had to redshirt, but he's back in his 5th year, and he's very well needed. He's a terrific point guard, one of the best in the conference.
Hammock set the school record for career assists against App State on December 4th with 388. His current total, 409. He has 1 so far today. McClendon working on Marshall. Baseline cut off. Diaspora with the right hand. Aggressive move to the basket by Diaspora.
The sophomore is playing a lot of minutes off the bench and only averaging 3.9, but a well-needed basket. 2 in a row, one by Hammock and one by Diaspora.
Diaspora from Hopek, New York, 6'2" sophomore guard. There's number 14 for the Citadel.
Citadel's very small. They're only playing 4 guards around Demetrius Nelson, so they do have to check out in their zone defense.
Ball bounces out of bounds. It'll be Citadel ball. 7:13 to go in the first half. 21-17. The Terriers ahead of the Bulldogs in the first half.
This is a family that was almost fed by neighbors who almost volunteered to help them out. Almost volunteered. When it comes to giving, almost doesn't count.
I love talking on the phone. I get my movies, shows, and sports, football specifically, in crystal clear picture and sound. I also get unlimited local and long-distance calling in the U.S. and Canada. Now I can call my brother and go on and on about my team beating his without counting minutes. I can watch and talk and watch and talk at the same time, talk about what I'm watching.
The Charter Bundle. Call 1-877-SAVE-196 and start saving today.
Back at Wofford College, the Terriers have a 21-17 lead over the Citadel, but the Bulldogs have gone on a 7-0 run. First-year head coach Ed Conroy. Citadel won at Elon on Wednesday, 53-50. They have won 2 games in a row. They are second in the Southern Conference in scoring defense, allowing just 66.6 points per game, but they're going to have a tough time trying to keep Wofford under that number today.
Wofford also going with 4 guards. They've got Gibson, Nichols, Junior Salters, and Eric Marshall, all around Tyler Watley.
Demetrius Nelson, double-teamed inside, doesn't stop him.
Just brute strength, 250 pounds, used all of his muscle and all of his weight room activity, and scored a great basket. Citadel on a run.
The 6'8" junior from Johns Island, South Carolina, his first bucket of the game. Wofford in the white, Citadel in the traveling light blue. Foul underneath. Watley was hacked.
Good foul by Donnie McClendon because Watley had a layup, so McClendon smartly, unintentional, but grabbed him before he could go up underneath the basket. With only 14 fouls, smart foul.
Donnie McClendon's first foul. Salters way out top. Marshall with a quick stutter step move, freed himself up, and got the shot to go.
He's a great one-on-one player. 14.4 points a game, 38% from threes, and goes to the foul line. Most done from Wofford. Double team causes problems.
Watley against Nelson. Here comes Gibson. He gets fouled, going to the bucket, scoring. Foul on Hammock.
Drew Gibson has jet speed. Good double team by Wofford, created that fast break in that steal. Here's the play. They got the steal. Gibson with 3 dribbles, draws the foul from Hammock and scores. Here he is from a different angle. Good body control. Just leans in enough to draw the foul and finishes the basket. Goes to the foul line for the old traditional three-point play.
And Tyler Watley made a great play underneath on the defensive end, and it turned into points on the offensive end from Drew Gibson, Los Angeles, California, 6'2" junior guard. Averages 13.6 points per game. Misses the free throw. McClendon on Marshall.
Wofford doing a good job in their man-to-man. The only thing that's hurt them has been drives and then post-play by Demetrius Nelson on that last occasion.
Citadel trails by 6. Diaspora trying to free up, goes low. That's Streeter. Whip it around to McClendon. 4-3, short. Kept alive by Brick on the long rebound. Diaspora. Streeter is wide open and didn't realize it.
My goodness, it took him about a second or two to realize he had a lot of daylight, and he laid it in, Tom.
Ryan Streeter, his first basket of the game. He averages 3.6, and that's his first bucket. He's in the scoring column. Little defensive breakdown there from Wofford. And now they turn it over. Substitution for Citadel, number 1, Velulis comes in. Look at that. Citadel move inside. He didn't have any defense.
There it is. No one's around him. Matt O'Connor was outside for whatever reason. I think he chased that offensive player in the corner and left Streeter uncontested around the basket.
5 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 4-point lead for Wofford. Velulis, Hammock, Brick. Shot clock inside 10. Now at 8. Shot goes up, deflected, and then put back up and in by Streeter. There for the garbage bucket.
Brian Streeter's given a lot of effort, I'll tell you that. He's a freshman from White Oak High School in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and he's only averages 3.6, but he's got a couple of buckets today and playing well. Oh,
Marshall into the lane recklessly. It's a turnover. Here comes the Citadel. Velulis thought about 3. Gets it back up and breaks control. Whistle. Foul against the Citadel.
Offensive screen by Jonathan Brick. Wofford has been very physical on the cutters, though. Citadel is not getting those layups that sometimes they get off this nice spread offense. Wofford doing a good job of controlling the cutters with some bumps and good foot position. Doing a really good defensive job so far.
Brick will have a seat after the foul. Hammock will come in, number 22. That right there is Watley. Tyler Watley, number 25 for Wofford, entering the game. Wofford with the ball.
A little delayed press by the Citadel just to consume some shot clock time. Wofford breaks it up the sideline.
Watley. Gibson goes back low to Watley. Makes the move. And a foul. Hammock assessed his second personal.
Ed Conroy thought that was a late whistle, but foul is a foul. We'll have 2 foul shots after the break.
So this game is getting close. 25-23. Wofford with the lead on his home floor. We're coming right back after this.
The greatest tradition of the Citadel was that it was one of the few schools left in the country that I feel still focuses on things like absolute values. You get a sense at this school that there is such a thing as truth, and there is such a thing as right and wrong, and there is a way to treat people. You come away from this school with that kind of education as well, the moral education. You understand what's important in life. It's an unforgettable experience.
Ford's year-end event is counting down. It's your last chance to get your best deal on our best sellers. Get F-Series, America's undisputed leader, and get the strength of F-150, the power of Super Duty, or get a Ford Ranger, the most fuel-efficient truck out there. Hurry, because it all ends January 2nd. Get a well-equipped Ford F-150 for around $16,997. Hurry, Ford's year-end countdown ends January 2nd.
Wouldn't it be great to hear exactly what you want on radio? Then say yes to over 130 channels of Sirius satellite radio. Say yes to 100% commercial-free music from rock to pop, hip-hop to country. Yes to every NFL game, the NBA, college sports, and NASCAR coming this January. Yes to comedy, news, talk, and more. To a subscription that's less than 50 cents a day. Say yes and join over 10 million listeners. Say no to regular radio. And now get a radio plus a 3-month subscription for less than $99. Sirius, the best radio on radio.
Wofford has a 2-point lead over the Citadel. It's men's college basketball in the Southern Conference here on CSS. And take a look at the non-conference giants Wofford has taken on. NC State, Cincinnati, Michigan, Clemson, and Auburn beat Cincinnati 91-90, and Clemson, the only undefeated team, because they just beat Georgia Tech today 75-74. Clemson is now 16-0. Watley at the line. Misses the first. Watley shoots 66% from the free throw line. Salters will lead the game. 33, Corey Godzinski will check in for the Terriers.
Tyler Watley has been the best inside player and a very good rebounder at 5.3 per game. Misses both on that occasion.
It averages 7.1 points per game, but misses his first 2 free throw attempts. Citadel trails by 2. Valulis, number 1. Streeter kicks it out. Shot from the corner is good. Number 31, Joseph Thompson with a 3-pointer, his second of the game.
Thompson now with 8 points has given the Citadel a big lift as a starter today on this occasion.
He shoots 33% from 3 and has 2 today. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. So 1-point lead for Citadel. And they get a turnover.
Citadel has got active hands on defense. They've extended their zone some. They forced Wofford far from the basket.
McClendon, the leader. No. Estep has the rebound. Nichols Godzinski dumps it into Watley. Working on Streeter. Double team, whistle, and a traveling violation against Watley. Citadel ball. Mike Young, his 5th season, 13 years as an assistant coach here at Wofford. Young took over for Richard Johnson, who is now the athletic director. Johnson was the head coach at Wofford for 17 years. He is a Citadel grad, too. Streeter, strong into the basket. Watley fouled him.
They posted Kevin Hammock, and he bounced it over to Streeter on a beautiful pass from the low post. The right block to the left block created the foul and the two-shot situation for Brian Streeter.
The 6'6 freshman out of Jacksonville, North Carolina, shoots 57% from the line.
Citadel has been much more active in the last 8-9 minutes. Defensively, they're active. On the offense, they're moving the ball a little better. They've developed a lot of confidence as this first half has gone on. Down 9 points, now up 1.
You know, we mentioned that Mike Young has extensive assistant coach experience. He served as an assistant under Oliver Purnell, who is now the head coach at Clemson, who is undefeated, 16-0 after beating Georgia Tech today. That was at Radford College in Virginia before Mike Young came to Wofford, and he's been here 18 years.
And if you look at Ed Conroy, he's been all over the place. North Carolina State, assistant to Les Robinson, Tennessee, Tulsa, Furman, VMI, Coastal, and the head coach of Francis Marion for 3 years. So he's been all over the map.
And now he's got a chance as a head coach here at the Citadel, the same place that he played. Streeter missed them both. Wofford has the ball as it trails by 1, 26-25. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Nichols against Belulis. Gets the screen from O'Connor. They swing it around to inside. Marshall is wide open for the turnaround, and he connects.
Citadel has really extended the zone, so Eric Marshall flashed, found a cavity at the foul line extended, and turned around and hit and nailed the 15-footer. Great offense by Wofford.
Eric Marshall with 8 points for the Terriers. They take the lead by 1, 27-26. Foul underneath.
E-step hits Belulis on a cut to the basket. Wofford is now 7 fouls, so Citadel will shoot the bonus.
E-step will check out. Nixon will come in. Gibson will also leave the ball game, and O'Connor, number 4, comes in for Wofford. And we're going to take a break here. A 30-second timeout. A very closely contested game thus far, Coach.
I like what the Citadel did. You know, they didn't look behind after a shaky start. They looked ahead, and without Jamil Everhart, they played very, very well. McClendon got 8 quick points. Then Hammett started to score and looked to drive a little more and in fact post up. And then Joseph Thompson, kind of the surprise of the day, with those nice points, 2 3-point land, and playing well inside. And their zone has gotten much better, limiting Wofford to really no looks from the 3-point land so far in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
The Citadel trailed by 11 points at one point here in the first half, but they have come back. They trail by 1 right now, 27-26. Wofford in the white with the lead. Going to the free throw line, Belulis. Vitotis Belulis.
Lithuania.
Vilnius, Lithuania, averaging just under 6 points a game.
He wants to play on the national team if he can.
The ball goes out of bounds, and the Citadel will have it. Belulis missing the free throw. But it went off of Wofford. So the Cadets have the ball. Brick will trigger the inbound pass. Thompson. Look at the big man make the move, hang and score, and the foul.
That was great. A face the basket, move to his right, good body control, kissed it off the backboard, and goes to the foul line. He's having a career, I think, first half foul.
I'll tell you what, Joseph Thompson averages 3.7 points per game. He already has 10 as he heads to the free throw line.
He shakes Eric Marshall, the 6'5" forward. Goes up against Nixon, draws the foul, and will convert the three-point play. Citadel now up 1.
Thompson shoots 87% from the free throw line. But not this time. Comes off and Marshall has it. This is Norm Nixon. Long shot from Marshall for a 3, and it's all net.
That was a couple of feet behind the 19-foot 9-inch line. A great shot by Eric Marshall. Just went right into it.
Marshall shoots 38% from beyond the arc.
Here
This
he is.
one was sweet.
He's feeling good about this one. From downtown, the highest percentage three-point shot is from the top of the key, and he found nothing but net.
Nixon guards Frick. Swinging around. McClendon going low to Thompson. Double team, and he got it to go. I mean, it was great defense from Watley, and Thompson still scored.
Somehow he just went around the arm of the Citadel, the Wofford defender, and hit it. Just a great move by Joseph Thompson. Thompson now with 12 points.
20 seconds to go. We're all tied up at 30. Here's Wofford maybe looking for that final shot of the first half. 9 seconds. Marshall rises up. Short. Brick has it. And the clock will run out on the first half. 20 minutes in the book. A rip-roaring first half from Wofford College. We're all tied up at 30. Wofford and the Citadel as they went back and forth. And the Citadel made up an 11-point deficit. And we're going to the locker room tied at 30.
We're going to go to Ralph Patterson, who has Coach Young with him.
Okay, thank you, Coach Kress. And Mike, it's a tie game. What do you have to do second half that you didn't do in the first half?
I didn't think we defended as well as we got to defend, RP. And, you know, if we get stops and we can beat the zone up the floor, you know, they got their heels dug in down there on us. We didn't handle some things very well. We'll get some things squared away at half, being better in be better in second.
And your three-point shooting hopefully will spread their defense out too.
You know, that's what we do well. We got to get better shots for E-Step and Nichols and those guys. And when we do, we'll loosen the thing up.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Ralph. We're all tied up at 30. The Citadel and Wofford. All our halftime activities are forthcoming. Stay with us here on CSS.
This is you after an energy drink. Unfortunately, so is this. Why do energy drinks make you crash? 1 minute you're wired up, the next you feel worse than before. The answer is the large amounts of sugar and caffeine. That's why you should try a new liquid energy shot called 5-Hour Energy. With 5-Hour Energy, you can leave grogginess behind and sail through your day without feeling jittery, tense, or, you know. That's because 5-Hour Energy contains a powerful blend of B vitamins for energy, amino acids for focus and better mood, and enzymes to help you feel it faster. There's 0 sugar, 0 net carbs, and only as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. The 2-ounce shot takes just seconds to drink, and in minutes, you're feeling awake, alert, and productive. And that feeling lasts for hours. So if your energy drink makes you crash, switch to 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later. Find out if 5-Hour Energy is right for you. It's available at these fine stores. Or for more information, go to 5hourenergy.com.
This is a medical alert. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with Stevens-Johnson syndrome or a medical condition known as TENS? Or experienced skin blistering or peeling, open body, mouth or facial sores, required hospitalization, or had a death in your family? If you took Bextra, Vioxx, Celebrex, or certain other drugs resulting in skin infections, you may be entitled to money damages.
Call 800-790-0682 for a free legal consultation. Call 800-790-0682 now.
Do you hear what I hear? It's the sound of savings.
It's easy. I had 3 services from 3 different companies.
One call to Charter was all it took to start saving.
I just added Charter Telephone and Charter High-Speed Internet to my Charter Digital Cable.
Now I get everything I want from one company.
And great savings.
Ooh, savings. Cha-ching.
That's my move.
Welcome back to Wofford College at the half. The Citadel and Wofford all tied up at 30. Right now, it's time to meet the first-year coach from the Citadel, Ed Conroy.
Thank you, Tom. I'm here with Ed Conroy, head basketball coach at the Citadel. And Ed, here's what I know about you. I remember him as a player at the Citadel. Then you worked for IBM for a year, assistant at NC State, then VMI, then Furman, head coach at Francis Marion, assistant at Tulsa, Tennessee, and Coastal, and now the full circle back at the Citadel. How cool is that?
Oh, it's absolutely great. And that's pretty good to know all those stops, because there have been many for Ed Conroy and his family. But thrilled to be back in Charleston at a place that obviously means a great deal to me.
And you obviously know that the Southern Conference, as well as any league, it's probably neat to be back in the SoCon.
It is. Everywhere we go, it seems like you're seeing some old friends, whether they're in the stands or on the bench or athletic directors. Richard Johnson gave me a welcoming call to Spartanburg last night. So it is fun to be in the Southern Conference, a league that is always great and has a lot of good friends.
And your first year at the Citadel, obviously, and you want to accomplish a lot. You've played like Citadel always has, just a brutal schedule, but that's also positive for you in recruiting, isn't it?
It absolutely is, and I think it had an impact in our first recruiting class this fall. What we've tried to do, which is a little different, is we have some deals with teams that, and they're all going to come back to McAllister Fieldhouse over the next 3 or 4 years. NC State, West Virginia, Michigan State, Iowa, Southern Cal. So trying to do something for our home fans and build that fan base up a little bit, and also, like you said, in recruiting, it's certainly, hopefully, will pay some dividends.
So you played at the Citadel. Now you're the man there. You're the head coach working for Les Robinson. How great is that?
Well, Les is obviously someone who, he's recruited me 3 times and let me follow, 2 of my greatest dreams. He recruited me as a player, and then, gave me a chance to get into coaching at NC State, and now to come back and work for him and represent the Citadel. I feel very fortunate. Whatever job or university you're at, it's about the people you're with and what they represent. And so I feel like I have one of the greatest jobs in America, and I'm just glad to have it.
Now, you were successful as the head coach at Francis Marion, but definitely a step up now in the Southern Conference Division I. How can you recruit the kind of guys that you need to be successful at the Citadel?
Well, I think, going out and representing the Citadel, it's a passion. It's a place that, as I've said, means so much to me. And so it's exciting for me to go in the homes and let people know about it. And I think once parents and prospects find out more about it and come to campus and visit and see what we're really all about and how it can really pay off for them in the long run, I think they become excited then. For me, it's an easy sell, if you want to say that. I don't even feel like I'm selling. I just feel like I'm just representing the great things that the institution has to offer.
Well, it's great to see you, and good luck today.
Thanks, Ralph.
That's Ed Conroy, head coach at the Citadel. We'll be back after this.
Introducing the all-new Ford Edge, the newest crossover to hit the American road. Hey, someday the music will be too loud. You'll be too tired, and you'll just want to stay home. Today is not that day. Life on the edge is never dull.
Cotland Gardner is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired an actor.
My husband totaled our new SUV on my birthday.
But I still love him.
Less than 6 hours after the accident, the Geico claim adjuster was at my house.
Well, I put on some tangerine lip gloss and answered the door.
Geico service turned out to be the best birthday present I could ever want.
I was one lucky woman.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Wofford is a beautiful place. If you walk about the campus and look at the buildings and the National Arboretum that is our campus, that is self-evident. Wofford is an exciting place. If you attend a class, if you stop in at the Acorn Cafe or any place else on campus where vivacious student conversation, students and faculty is going on, you'll see just how exciting it is. It is fun to be part of Wofford, and it is a preparation for one's entire life to follow.
College life is so complicated. There's your grade point average, your roommates, then there's money. With BB&T student-free banking, you get free checking and easy access to your money. We'll even link your account to your folks' BB&T account back home. Because you've got enough to worry about, like what to wear this weekend. Banking, insurance, investments. BB&T. There's opportunity here.
Welcome back to Ben Johnson Arena, the halftime show ongoing. We're all tied up at 30 between the Citadel and Wofford. The Southern Conference Notebook is brought to you by Geico. The SoCon Player of the Week, Dante Minter, Appalachian State forward. Salisbury, North Carolina, 25 points, 10 boards in the win over VCU. Scored 17 of App State's 20 points in the come-from-behind victory, averaging 14 points and 5.5 rebounds. Player of the Week, Dante Minter. Time for the TIAA Crep. Student Athlete of the Week, Tia Washington from Davidson, also from Charlotte, North Carolina, 3.5 GPA in sociology. Led Davidson to its 9th straight win and scored 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting with 4 rebounds. Tia Washington, the TIAA Crep Student Athlete of the Week. SoCon standings. In the North, App State 11-3, 3-0 in the conference. To the South, which involves our two teams in our matchup tonight, Davidson leads in the South with a 12-3 record, 3-0 in the conference. Citadel 1-2 in the conference, 4-10 overall. Wofford 0-3. 5-9 overall. Your 30-second timeout. SoCon's men basketball 500 versus non-conference opponents 59-59. Key wins include Virginia, Vandy, Cincy, and Arizona State. 3 teams won holiday tournaments. App, College of Charleston, Davidson, UNC Greensboro's Kyle Hines has scored in double figures, and get this, 33 consecutive games. 2 teams ranked in mid-major poll. Davidson is 9th. App State is 15th. Upcoming games, Monday, January 8th, UNC Greensboro at Elon, Western Carolina at Chattanooga, both at 7. Wofford is at Georgia Southern. That one tips off at 7:30. Tuesday, January 9th, Davidson at Furman at 7 o'clock, and the Citadel on the road at College of Charleston at 7:05. That's Tuesday, January 9th. Southern Conference Hoops on CSS, Tuesday, January 9th, 7:05 tip, the Citadel against the Cougars from the College of Charleston. And for all your information about the Southern Conference, go to SoConSports.com. We'll take another break here at halftime. We're all tied up at 30 between the Citadel and Wofford. Back to Ben Johnson Arena right after this.
Wouldn't it be great to hear exactly what you want on radio? Then say yes to over 130 channels of Sirius satellite radio. Say yes to 100% commercial-free music from rock to pop, hip-hop to country. Yes to every NFL game, the NBA, college sports, and NASCAR coming this January. Yes to comedy, news, talk, and more. To a subscription that's less than 50 cents a day. Say yes and join over 10 million listeners. Say no to regular radio. And now get a radio plus a 3-month subscription for less than $99. Sirius, the best radio on radio.
Nothing draws a neighborhood crowd together like the big game or the big race. And the best place to catch the action is right from your own living room. Food Lion is happy to help keep your home concession stand stocked all season with a fantastic variety of delicious foods at prices that will have you cheering. Food Lion, good neighbors, great prices.
The IRS threatened to seize my car, my boat, and my business. I didn't know where to turn, so my accountant recommended Power Tax Relief.
Thousands of law-abiding Americans have turned to Power Tax Relief. Honest people just like you, whose circumstances left them owing more taxes than they could pay. Like the Myers family, who owed the IRS $40,000 from illness and family emergencies.
With Power Tax Relief, we paid only a portion of what we owed the IRS.
And they saved our house.
You can bet the IRS will have lawyers working on your case. Don't take a chance without your own legal help.
I was so worried I was going to lose my practice, but the team from Power Tax Relief, they got me a second chance.
Look, you have a limited window to negotiate with the IRS and settle your debt for less. This could be your last chance. Play it right with Power Tax Relief.
Owe over $10,000 in taxes? Settle with the IRS for less.
Call 800-517-2175. That's 800-517-2175.
Welcome back to Wofford College. We're all tied up after the first half between Citadel and Terriers of Wofford, 30-30. And one of the big surprises in the first half, Coach, has to be Joseph Thompson. What great offensive production from this guy in the first half.
He scored 12 points. Here's a great drive by Donnie McClendon. Goes coast to coast, uses and kisses the backboard, and hits his two.
How about Kevin Hammock, his only bucket of the game on the field?
Good steal. Delivers the layup. He's very fast and leads the Southern Conference in steals. Here's a good skip pass to Junior Salters. He knocks out the wide open three for Wofford. Good one-on-one move. Explosive move by Eric Marshall for the pull-up jump shot. Here's Drew Gibson. Great body control. Scores the foul on Hammock and scores on the break.
Time for the Food Lion halftime stats. Take a look, Coach. Tell us what you see there.
Good shooting by both teams. I'm a little surprised by Wofford's three-point shooting. Only 4 for 14 from behind the arc. Turnovers are rather even. And, again, Gibson has not scored that well. Eric Marshall has hit 11, but he and Nichols not scoring that well. On the other side, Joseph Thompson doing well with 12, and also McClendon with 8.
Let's go over to Ralph with head coach Ed Conroy from the Citadel.
Thank you, guys. Coach, tie game at half. What can you do better this half? It's a great game.
But it's a good game. Two teams that are really battling hard. We've got to do a better job understanding who we are. And when they start moving around a lot and they launch those threes because they're so dangerous, we've got to do a much better job of boxing out because we're small. And those balls are going to go over our heads if we run in. And we've got to make sure we control them from the three. We've done a decent job the first half. We got to continue to do a better job.
Now, you're missing a great inside player, but you're getting some points inside. Could that be the difference?
It could be. I mean, we want to keep looking in there. They do a great job of doubling in the post. But we've got to be patient and look for those opportunities down there because we do have a little bit of advantage.
Okay, good luck, Coach.
All right, thanks.
That's Ed Conroy.
Thank you, Ralph. We'll take one more break. Come back with the second half. We are all tied up at 30 here at Wofford. Come back for the second half here on CSS.
Who knew that 8 pounds, 4 ounces could take up so much space? You move the computer into the laundry room and a new minivan into the garage. Maybe you need to expand about 600 square feet. Maybe you need more than just an expansion. Banking, insurance, investments, BB&T. There's opportunity here.
Camry doesn't have it. Accord doesn't have it. In fact, Ford Fusion is the only vehicle in its class to offer the intelligence of all-wheel drive. A system that delivers power to the wheels that need it when road conditions demand it. Ford Fusion, the leader in total quality, ahead of both Camry and Accord.
Nothing draws a neighborhood crowd together like the big game or the big race. And the best place to catch the action is right from your own living room. Food Lion is happy to help keep your home concession stand stocked all season with a fantastic variety of delicious foods at prices that will have you cheering. Food Lion, good neighbors, great prices.
Cotland Gardner is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired an actor.
My husband totaled our new SUV on my birthday.
But you know, I still love him.
Less than 6 hours after the accident, the Geico claim adjuster was at my house.
Well, I put on some tangerine lip gloss and answered the door.
Geico service turned out to be the best birthday present I could ever want.
I was one lucky woman.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
We're in Spartanburg, South Carolina at the half. All tied up at 30 between the Citadel and Wofford. The leading scorers for the Citadel. And look at Thompson with 12 points. He leads away. McClendon with 8. Streeter with 4. On the other side of the score sheet, Marshall has 11. Estep with 6. Both on three-point shots.
Citadel, after getting out rebounded early, is now at 15-15. So leaving the backboard play up by rebounding very well in those last 7-8 minutes. Again, they start in their zone. They played zone all first half and begin the second stanza in that 2-3 zone, getting out well on shooters.
First basket of the second half from Drew Gibson. He's got 6 points.
Good penetration against the zone. They hit Eric Marshall on a move in the first half in the lane, and now a Big drive by Drew Gibson to open up the second half.
Tom Wormy, John Kress, Ralph Patterson with you here from Wofford. And there's a three-pointer from the corner. That's Donnie McClendon, his third three-pointer of the game. 1-point lead for Citadel off the three-pointer from McClendon. Right back at you, Shane Nichols with a three. He's got 5 points.
Citadel was in a trap, 1-2-2, and Wofford alertly got the ball off the sideline. Shane Nichols was open and knocked it down. Now he has 5 points.
Streeter, double team. Brick moves it quickly. McClendon for three.
The second pass out of the double team leads that an open shot. Citadel talked about it at halftime. Coach Conroy with Ralph Patterson talked about the double teams, and he executed perfectly against that double team. Got him at 3 points.
Donnie McClendon, 14 points, 4 3-point baskets for McClendon. Gibson throws it up and gets it to go. A bit out of control, but he gets the basket.
He's got 2 now to begin the second half, all on drives against the zone.
8 points for Drew Gibson out of Los Angeles, California. Hammock, quadruple team, finds Thompson for a three. This guy has the touch tonight.
Beautiful penetration. Drew the defense to him, Kevin Hammock, and hits Joseph Thompson for the open three.
Joseph Thompson now has 15 points. His average, 3.7.
Both teams on fire to begin the second half.
Take a look at the three-point shooting. The Citadel, 3 of 3. Wofford, 1 of 1. Overall, 57% for the Citadel. Marshall from the corner. That's a three-pointer, and that is good.
Amazing. Wofford has 10 points in the first 2 minutes. The Citadel has 9 points in the first 2 minutes.
40-39. Wofford with a 1-point lead, but the Citadel firing away, and it's Donnie McClendon, another three.
Defenses had better start kicking up a little higher and a little wider out there on that floor, Tom, because it's becoming a show.
Donnie McClendon with 5 3-point baskets now, 17 points for number 2 for Citadel. Marshall in the corner. Seven to shoot. Nichols misses. Long rebound. Saved by Gibson. Watley, the spin move with the left hand and the foul. Tyler Watley.
Watley caught the ball and spun right to his left around Brian Streeter and made a very quick post move. Here it is. Beautiful move to his left of his right shoulder, little jump hook, and draws the foul.
Second foul on Brian Streeter. Tyler Watley to the line where he is a 66% free throw shooter. Streeter will take a seat. And the lefty misses the free throw. For Watley, that was his first basket of the game. We're all knotted up at 42. 16-42 to go in the second half. Nelson wants it inside.
Good move. He shot right over Tyler Watley with a beautiful jump hook going to the middle and going with his right hand.
Gibson. Nichols. E-step for three. Rebound corralled by Nelson. Brick pushes. Oh. McClendon almost got away with a walk. Quick pass inside, knocked away. Here comes Gibson. Blocking foul. Gibson going to the line as he makes the bucket.
Jonathan Brick was moving. He did not have his feet set. On an airborne play, you have to be there and be stationary. He was not there. Great drive to Gibson. Will draw the foul, go to the foul line.
So before Gibson heads to the free throw line, we'll take a break. All tied up at 44 here on CSS.
Ford's year-end event is counting down. It's your last chance to get your best deal on our best sellers. Get F-Series, America's undisputed leader, and get the strength of F-150, the power of Super Duty, or get a Ford Ranger, the most fuel-efficient truck out there. Hurry, because it all ends January 2nd. Get a well-equipped Ford F-150 for around $16,997. Hurry, Ford's year-end countdown ends January 2nd.
I love watching TV. I love talking on the phone. I get my movies, shows, and sports, football specifically, in crystal clear picture and sound. I also get unlimited local and long-distance calling in the U.S. and Canada. Now I can call my brother and go on and on about my team beating his without counting minutes. I can watch or talk and watch and talk at the same time, talk about what I'm watching.
The Charter Bundle. Call 1-877-SAVE-196 and start saving today. This is a medical alert. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with primary pulmonary hypertension or PPH? PPH is a disease commonly associated with certain diet drugs. If you took fen-phen, Condiment, or Redux in the 90s, or if you're currently taking Flolan, Tracleer, or Remodulin and have been diagnosed with primary pulmonary hypertension or PPH, you may be entitled to money damages.
Call 800-685-3238 for a free legal consultation. Call 800-685-3238 now.
Both teams have come out firing here in the second half, and especially Donnie McClendon from the Citadel, 5 of 7 from three-point land, Coach.
He's feeling it, and he's stepping right into his shots. Here in the right corner, he knocks down a three. Nice pass by Kevin Hammock. Now he's on the right wing from Brick. All net. And again from the right wing, hits again. 5 of 7 from threes for the game, and just having an outstanding offensive game. He's really playing with confidence.
Donnie McClendon from Dublin, Georgia, the senior guard. 17 points for McClendon, who averages 12.6. He's the leading scorer on the Citadel ball club. Way above his average already with 17. A three-pointers been half.
McClendon went to Mercy University in 2003 and transferred to Florida A&M in 2004. And now he's been a Bulldog ever since.
He looks pretty comfortable here. Drew Gibson completes the three-point play. He's got 11 points. And Wofford has a 1-point lead over the Citadel, 45-44, as we approach the 15-minute mark in the second half.
And Wofford picks up full court, man-to-man for the first time in this particular ball game.
London. Still working. Hangs and scores. Tough to stop.
He wanted that. He got the ball at the foul line. He dribbled to his right. He hit on the baseline. A tough shot. And knocks it down again. They have to keep calling his number. And 19, keep going in the play.
Yeah, 19 from McClendon. Marshall inside. Contact, poof, and foul.
Great interior pass against the zone to Eric Marshall. Went him strong. Demetrius Nelson was not ready and hits it. His good pass by Drew Gibson. Kind of a dipsy do, a no-look pass to his partner, Eric Marshall, knocks it down. Great feed, great finish. Nelson did not come over quick enough in the zone to cover that area. And Marshall makes the three-point play.
17 points for Marshall. Wofford takes a 2-point lead. Hammock working against Gibson. Almost loses the handle. Diaspora. Brick. Brick. McClendon for 3. Rattles off the rim, no good. Marshall skies for the rebound. Knocked away. Citadel the other way. Look at the hustle. McClendon, a clear pass to the basket.
Good breakaway basket by the Citadel. Good hands in transition. Wofford thought they had a 2-on-1. It became a 1-0 for the Citadel. And Citadel converts to tie the game at 48-all.
Turnovers in the game. The Citadel with 6. Wofford with 7. Wofford has the ball. We're all tied up. Double team in the corner on Marshall. The whistle. And I believe Marshall may have called a timeout there in the corner.
Tremendous.
He did. A 30-second timeout.
Tremendous shooting by both teams. Wofford 19 for 34 from the floor. The Citadel 20 for 23 from the field. So both teams on fire from the outside.
Mike Young will huddle up his team. Wofford looking for its first conference victory. They are 3-1 on their home floor.
When you shoot the free ball, 8 for 12 from the Citadel from the outside, it's always going to keep you in games. McClendon playing well, Joseph Thomas, Hammock.
Let's go over to Ralph.
Thank you, guys. Richard Johnson, athletic director, and you're the coach here 17 years. If Mike Young isn't your favorite coach in the Southern Conference, I know Ed Conroy is.
Ed's right up, as is John Shulman, a former assistant who's head coach at Chattanooga. So I've got a lot of friends still in the business.
And you led Wofford from NAIA to Division II to now to Division I. Look at this place. You got to feel proud.
Well, I think we've come a long way, but Mike does a great job. Danny Morrison is the AD. Joe Lassane is the president. David Wood. Everybody contributed. We're just thrilled with how far we've come.
Well, good luck the rest of the way. It's fun for us to be here.
And enjoy coaching against you too, Ralph. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ralph, with Athletic Director Richard Johnson, 17 years as the head coach here, and he's a Citadel grad. He coached with the Citadel AD Les Robinson. He was an assistant under Robinson for 9 years.
When you talked about the Southern Conference at halftime in the records, well, the RPI is 15, which is very high. The Atlantic 10 is 14, Colonial is 13, Atlantic 10, and App State is 9 in the RPI, and Davidson 32. So we have two teams very high with their tremendous beginnings to the season. Great ball clubs.
App State following up on the success of the football team, winning its second straight national championship. What a move there by Gibson. Took it on his hip and went to the bucket.
Gibson is very clever with his drives, his passing, and his finishes on drives to the hoop.
13 points for Gibson. Great pass from Brick to Diaspora. He can't complete it. Gibson dribbles it up. Oh, a little touch pass to Watley, and Watley travels. Citadel ball.
Gibson has eyes in the back of his head. He is just hitting people on the run, and he's right there on his passes. He's kind of magical tonight. Playing a great game.
True Gibson, 6'2" junior guard. Averages 13.6 points. He has 13 so far tonight. Balulis escapes the double team. McClendon runs into Marshall, who goes flying.
I thought this was a contact sport, Tom.
Diaspora had it. Yeah, Marshall getting across the floor almost with a big W in the middle. Out of bounds, Citadel ball. But correction, Wofford ball. Estep will return to the game for Wofford. Streeter will also come back in, number 21, for Citadel. Number 4, Matt O'Connor, returns to Wofford. And he replaces Shane Nichols. Also number 3, Junior Salters in for Wofford. That's Junior with the ball right there. He has the 3-point basket.
Citadel on the 1-2-2 press back to their zone. Again, 4 guards and Brian Streeter, the only big guy in the lineup for the Citadel.
Eric Marshall, number 20. Marshall flashes, Salty couldn't find him.
Shot clock below 5 seconds.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. Estep's going to have to shoot from a long range, and he misses everything, except the net.
Great zone defense by the Citadel, extending out, not giving any looks inside, and knowing where the shooters were. Matt Estop and Salters, Marshall are not open on that possession. Good D by the Citadel.
Into the game for the Citadel, Joseph Thompson, number 31, Drew Gibson returns for Wofford. And Watley will have a seat for Wofford. .45 to go in the second half.
Hammock.
Southern Conference basketball here on CSS.
Hammock, the senior, going against the freshman, Junior Salters. Hammock posting Salters up.
Dalulin. No look pass to Streeter. And he was fouled by O'Connor. Great pass from number 1, Dalulin.
Looking for fancy passes. I love it. I mean, guys are looking for one another. They're not turning it over. The Citadel with just 7 turnovers for the game, and Wofford only 9. So teams are being very good and aggressive and smart with the ball. Now, foul shooting has not been good for the Citadel this season. It's their Achilles heel. They're only 60%, so they're going to have to make foul shots if they want to win these type games on the road. Saw a game earlier in the season, Tom, where they were playing at home against App State. We're up 13 with 10 minutes to go, and the Citadel missed their last 6 foul shots, including some one-on-one. So they're going to have to start the fouling also in this game.
Ryan Streeter misses the second. Salters rises up and has the rebound. Gibson. Marshall on the cut, missed it. To follow O'Connor, no good. Valulis comes away with it.
He'd like that one back again. It was a great pass and a great cut by Eric Marshall. He usually makes those.
Hammock to Thompson, in and out. Marshall clears. Back and forth we go. Gibson, whoa, he got away with something there.
Looked like a little traveling music.
O'Connor gets the basket, but I don't know what Gibson did, but no official saw it.
Referees must have been looking at the cheerleaders.
Wow. Okay. It's not the NBA last I checked. Valulis, number one. Thompson can play outside and inside. Big number 31. So list him as a guard. Hammock showed it. Drives, right hand, created the foul. Salters, or rather number 4, Matt O'Connor, picks up his second. So we'll take a timeout with 11:23 to go in the second half. 52-49. The Terriers on top of the Bulldogs.
Does opportunity have a hometown? Where does it live? Does it rent or own? At BB&T, we see opportunity living everywhere. In a checking account, a business line of credit, in protecting your family and assets and making your money grow. If your bank doesn't see it that way, you should see us. Banking, insurance, investments. BB&T. There's opportunity here.
Introducing the all-new Ford Edge, the newest crossover to hit the American road. Hey, someday the music will be too loud. You'll be too tired. And you'll just want to stay home. Today is not that day. Life on the edge is never dull.
I like to live on the edge.
Cotland Gardner is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired an actor.
My husband totaled our new SUV on my birthday.
But you know, I still love him.
Less than 6 hours after the accident, the Geico claim adjuster was at my house.
Well, I put on some tangerine lip gloss and answered the door.
Geico service turned out to be the best birthday present I could ever want.
I was one lucky woman.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Welcome back to Wofford College. You know, Citadel has experienced some success on this floor. In fact, when they opened this arena back in January 22nd, 1981, Citadel was the very first opponent, and the Bulldogs won the game 65-64, and they have won the last 3 games against Wofford on this floor.
And the Citadel hit 2 shooters, McClendon 8 for 13 from the floor, and Thompson 6 for 8, shooting very, very well. On the other side, Gibson's 5 for 6 with field goal shots, and also Eric Marshall 7 for 11. But however, the Citadel is only 1 for 6 from the foul line so far in this game. So Hammock is on the foul line to look to nail 102.
Both teams hot from the floor, 57% for each team.
O'Connor is a little disappointed that he practices those foul shots. You're working those babies all the time, but in the game, it's a different situation. The pressure's usually on. The Citadel's going to have to make some of these.
Hammock is 58% from the line, gets 1 of 2. He has 3 points. Kevin Hammock is first in the conference in steals with 2.6 per game. Marshall in traffic, loses the handle. Valulis comes out with it.
Good hands by Valulis for the steal.
Hammock.
Hammock just dribbled right into his shot. The rhythm of his dribble got him to the rhythm of his shot. He nailed the 3-point with beauty and some artistry.
The 9th 3-point basket for the Citadel. Right back the other way. Marshall with a 3 of his own.
That's the way this game has been. Back and forth. One guy knocks the 3 down, the other wants to match it right away. He usually does.
6 3-point baskets for Wofford College. Valulis looking for Streeter underneath. Battling with O'Connor. Number 4 for Wofford.
Reach in by Matt Estep, but there's no bonus yet. It's only the 4th team foul for Wofford. Citadel will inbound and use their back.
Brick will inbound. inbounds for the Citadel. We have just over 10 minutes to go here in the second half. 55-53, Wofford in the lead. Streeter, blocked by O'Connor. Straight up defense, and then O'Connor locked it out of bounds.
Nice high-low. Thompson to Streeter, but he did not deliver. O'Connor went straight up, straight down. Good block.
Great job by O'Connor not to commit the foul, stand his ground.
Did not reach down, did not tap down. Good defensive position.
Brick to Thompson. Thompson against O'Connor, way away from the basket for those two big guys. Hammock jumps in and scores with the left hand.
A jump hook right over Drew Gibson. Hammock is very good in the post, and the Citadel exploits him very well. Ed Conway did a good job with his guards.
A near steal by the Citadel. Ball went out of bounds off of Thompson.
Here comes McClendon and Demetrius Nelson into the game, replacing
Streeter and Brick will leave the game for the Citadel.
Here comes some more firepower offensively for the Citadel with those two subs.
Mike Young in his 5th season here at Wofford, 18th overall, 13 years as an assistant coach. Went to Emory and Henry College, an 86 graduate. Emory and Henry in Virginia.
He lost two big players last year, Hollerberg and Howard Wilkerson. So those new big guys have to step up. He's got great guards, but now O'Connor and Watley have to score more, especially in these types of close games.
O'Connor for 3, hit the front rim, and here comes Thompson for the board. Hammock pushes it up. Thompson squares up, misses. Hammock is there for the follow. It comes off. Nelson had it for a moment. Ball on the floor. Hammock has it. Puts it up.
Great hustle. There's a foul on each basket. The Citadel will inbound, but good aggression by the Citadel.
Foul was on Matt Connor, number 4, his 3rd. East up to a lead. Salters, number 3, comes in. And Marshall heads to the scoring table, and O'Connor, number 4, will lead. And Marshall with his 20 points to match his jersey number. All tied up at 55, 9:08 to go in the second half. Hammock to inbound for the Cadets.
Citadel playing with good aggression, good confidence. They're not swayed by the hometown crowd.
Well, a poor turnover there, and Marshall's coming back. Nickel, Gibson for 3, and it's in.
Nichols took a shot, but his partner had a better shot in the left wing. Good patience, good unselfishness, quality pass led to a quality shot.
Drew Gibson's first 3-pointer of the game. He's got 16 points, and Wofford has a 3-point lead. Hammock, left-hand layup, and he's got it for the Citadel.
We're seeing great offensive basketball. Freeze, drives to the basket, good passing. A great SoCon game here on Saturday night, January the 6th.
Kevin Hammock with 10 points. He averages 10.9 for the Bulldogs. Marshall. Nichols and Marshall play catch. Gibson is open for 3. Just a bit strong from the left-hander. And a foul will go against Wofford. It should be on Salters. I believe it's on Salters.
Citadel doing a better job of checking out and not giving the second shots in the second half. The first half they had their problems. Ed Conway corrected that at halftime. Good zone and good boxes out.
Citadel with the ball off the 10 Wofford turnovers. Citadel has 14 points, but they turn it over themselves, and here comes Wofford. 2-on-2. Marshall rises and lays it in. Over Balulu.
Good no call by the official and a good fast break basket. Unfortunate turnover. Traded the fast break as opportunity for Wofford, and they deliver.
Three-point lead for Wofford. Balulu flying through the lane, and Marshall complains, but he will be tags for the foul. I think they're going to give it to Salters. They will give it to Salters. We'll take a break. 3-point lead for Wofford over the Citadel.
College life is so complicated. There's your grade point average, your roommates, then there's money. With BB&T student-free banking, you get free checking and easy access to your money. We'll even link your account to your folks' BB&T account back home. Because you've got enough to worry about, like what to wear this weekend. Banking, insurance, investments. BB&T. There's opportunity here.
El día de hoy vamos a hablar de la importancia que tiene que nuestros hijos hablen inglés.
Y que los padres también.
¿Qué pasó? Fíjate que me acaban de llegar aquí unos email.
No se dice miel.
¿Cómo se dice?
Email.
¿Y qué quiere decir email?
Quiere decir correo electrónico.
¿Tú ya hablas inglés?
Yes, I do very much.
¿Y cómo aprendiste inglés?
Pues con el mundo de inglés de Disney es muy fácil.
El mundo de inglés de Disney. El curso de inglés para niños que disfrutan y aprenden los padres.
Porque la persona que hable 2 idiomas vale por 2.
¿Y yo qué valgo?
Llame para más información sin compromiso y ordene la nueva, renovada y mágica versión del mundo de inglés de Disney. Con DVDs, libros y CDs que enseñan y divierten a la vez. 1-800-711-6666. 1-800-711-6666. El mundo de inglés de Disney.
Welcome back. Wofford with a 3-point lead over the Citadel, in no small part to Eric Marshall, who had 22 points.
He's been terrific from outside with jumpers. He has career-high 9 field goals on the fast break just about a minute ago. He went over for Lewis. He scored for 2. Having terrific game. Now, they're going to put Lewis on the foul line for 2 shots. I thought he might have been just driving and not in the act of actually shooting the ball, but Brian Mathis called a 2-shot foul for Lewis to go to the foul line. There's some great Lithuanians in the NBA. There's Sengala, who played at Wake Forest and now plays for the Bulls. Jessica Harrich with the Pacers, and Gauskas with the Cavs.
Yep.
So the foreign basketball, kids are coming over here to play college ball. They're playing in the pros, and our game has really gone international.
Lewis made the first, and he makes the second. So he's got 2 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
There's that pressure, the 1-2-2, delayed press by the Citadel. They try to trap in the corner. Now they go back to their patent group 2-3 zone.
1-point lead for Wofford. As we approach the 7-minute mark here in the second half. Great look inside. Marshall blocked from behind. There will be a foul. The pass came from Drew Gibson, and Marshall's going to the line.
His court vision is terrific. His peripheral vision. From the left wing, he found Eric Marshall on the right block. Here it is. Great pass with his left hand against the zone. Flex the zone, napping a little. And you have to be so alert because that guy is one of the great assist players in the whole country. A great guard.
Fouls on Joseph Thompson, his first. And Marshall gets his first free throw. Again, he's an 84% free throw shooter. That is second in the conference, and he's 2 for 2 so far with 1 upcoming.
Talk about a complete player. He's that. He scores, he defends, he goes to the foul line, and he's also their leading rebounder at 6'4".
24 points. He's well above his average of 14.4 per game. You talk about his rebounding, 5.6 per game. The guy does it all. 62-59. Wofford in front. Streeter doubles. McClendon. 3.
Good ball reversal. Streeter got it out of the double team. To the room, over to his buddy, Donnie McClendon, and McClendon is all net 3. What a great offensive range game for Donnie McClendon.
His 6th 3-point basket, 4th in the second half. 24 points for Donnie McClendon, who averages 12.6. That's tops on the Citadel, but tonight he's got 24. Tough shot inside, knocked away off the hand of a Citadel player. I believe it was Valulis, who's shaking his hand, who might have jammed a finger there, but he'll stay in the game.
Besides the tremendous shooting, the accurate passes that are hitting players from the outside and inside on the offensive end is just splendid.
We are all tied at 62. Marshall for three. Bounces off the rim. Streeter has it. McClendon. Thompson guarded by Marshall. Streeter beyond his range. Hammock doubled on the baseline. Beat Watley with a quick move, and Watley fouled him.
Hesitation. They thought he was going to pull his dribble, then he exploded with his left hand, went underneath the backboard and came back up for the deuce. Great play. Watley thinks he's going to stop. He doesn't. He continues on, scores, and goes to the foul line. Here's another angle. A pullback dribble, a hesitation, and right by Watley. Unexpected move, but great finish.
It appeared Wofford had him sealed off on the baseline, both angles, but what a move by Hammock. Kevin Hammock, 6'1", 189 from Baltimore, Maryland.
He got his degree in May. Also, Notting McClendon got their degrees. They're both going for master's degrees. Hammock, a master's of arts and teaching, and McClendon, a master's of science and business administration. Great students and great players.
Very well rounded. 13 points for Hammock, above his average of 10.9. 5.5 minutes to go in the second half. We head towards crunch time. The visiting Citadel Bulldogs with a 65-62 lead over Wofford. Wofford's in the white, Citadel in the traveling light blue. Nichols in the corner, double teamed. Ball goes out of bounds.
Only 5 seconds on shot clock.
Now off of the Citadel, so they'll have 5 seconds. Mike Young's team will have 5 seconds to get a shot away here.
Citadel goes man to man. Smart move at the end of the shot clock.
Nichols.
However, Nichols from way downtown hit the shot as the shot clock was going off. Ties the game. What a great second half. Both teams have 35 points in the second half.
Second three-pointer of the game for Nichols, who's got 8 points. We're all tied at 65. McClendon, started by Nichols. Shot clock at 6. McClendon, inside Thompson, too strong, follow from Streeter.
Timeout by the Citadel after the basket. Ed Conroy has it playing very smart basketball. They're using a lot of the shot clock. They're moving the ball. They're reversing the ball. They're creating isolations, especially for Hammock and McClendon. It's very good basketball. They're drawing Wofford away from the basket. Then they're putting it down on the floor for drives.
Let's take a look at the up and down action on the court and the long three from Nichols.
Great shot by Shane Nichols to tie the game.
And that was with the shot clock winding down.
Right down at the end. There's a nice follow by Brian Streeter on the miss. And the Citadel calls timeout. 4:28 left. Wofford has 17 fouls, so Citadel will shoot 1-1. And the guest, Citadel only 14 fouls.
There you see the situation. 4:28 to go. Brian Streeter had that last bucket. 7 points for Streeter, above his average of 3.6 for the Bulldogs. 2-point lead for the Citadel here at Wofford College. Tom Wormy along with the legendary coach from the College of Charleston, John Kress. In and out. Ralph Patterson also along, providing the interviews. Just over 4 minutes to go.
Then spreading the floor, bringing Wofford's bigs away from the basket. Isolating McClendon.
McClendon beat Salters, beat 2 men actually, and got the foul.
They cleared the whole right-hand side. Just a little step-back action to get McClendon in one-on-one isolation to his right.
Fouls on Salters. 3:54 to go. 67-65. The Citadel in front.
Who knew that 8 pounds 4 ounces could take up so much space? You move the computer into the laundry room and a new minivan into the garage. Maybe you need to expand about 600 square feet. Maybe you need more than just an expansion. Banking, insurance, investments, BB&T. There's opportunity here.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Deutsch. I've devoted the last 15 years to fighting the IRS. You should take advantage of my experience and learn about your tax rights.
Ronnie Deutsch was very persistent with the IRS on settling my case. And without Ronnie Deutsch, I don't know where I would be today.
I certainly didn't want to go into the IRS office by myself and try to negotiate.
They went to bat for me. They helped me out tremendously.
Everything that they said they were going to do, they did it.
If you're having problems with the IRS, I'd recommend Ronnie Deutsch.
Call me now and I'll send you a free copy of my tax guide that offers information on possible solutions to your IRS back tax problem.
They gave us hope and they gave us our life back.
The call is free and so is my tax guide. Call now.
Call now for Ronnie's free tax guide, plus a free and confidential tax analysis. Call now, 800-357-4995, 800-357-4995. That's 800-357-4995.
Welcome back to Wofford College. Just for the moment, turned into a racetrack for the youngsters. 67-65, the Citadel in front. We've got a great head-to-head matchup going here, Coach, between two distinctive players.
Identical numbers. Eric Marshall, 9 for 14 from the floor with 24 points. And Donnie McClendon, 9 for 14, also with 24 points. Also for Wofford, Drew Gibson, 16. And Thomason and Hammock, 15 and 13 from the Citadel. So a lot of points on the board. Important foul shots, though, for Donnie McClendon.
McClendon, just a 55% free throw shooter, but he has the first. That's his first attempt of the game. And the second one is good as well. 26 points for Donnie McClendon. What do you bet Eric Marshall takes a shot, just trying to keep pace with him? Watley inside. Back to the basket, turns and scores. Tyler Watley.
From half court, Drew Gibson found Tyler Watley. What an assist against the press. He found that open guy around the bucket and they delivered. Big basket for Wofford.
2-point lead for the Citadel. Streeter trying to work on Watley. Brick. Streeter again goes against Watley. Into the lane, the kick out. Thompson. Watley has the offensive board for Wofford.
Great defensive possession by Wofford. They were all over the Citadel, no open shots, forced Joseph Thompson to a long three-point shot as the shot clock expired.
Wofford trailing by 2. Marshall, bothered by McClendon. Scoop pass to Gibson, who has
Gibson to Marshall, back to Gibson. He was cut by Lewis, he didn't see him. Good backdoor basket, ties it up with Drew Gibson's field goal.
18 points for Drew Gibson, just 2 points from his career high of 20. McClendon. Hammock looking for Thompson down low. Remember what Hammock did the last time at the baseline with the hesitation move. This time he kicks it out to Brick. Brick had to chuck it up. Missed everything. A little bit out of control there from Brick. Nichols in the corner, bumped by Thompson, who will get the foul.
Still not the bonus, only 5 team fouls for the Citadel, so Wofford will inbound on the sideline. Wofford will also pull a 30-second timeout. Now they want another shot. They scored 4 in a row. Now they want a high percentage play, and that's what Mike Young will draw up on that sideline.
Mike Young and his Wofford Terriers, 5-9 this season. Wofford has made it 3 and now 137 straight games.
Amazing.
How about that?
As Wofford looks at what they might run, Tom, I think they'll put the ball in Drew Gibson's hands with court. But Eric Marshall should be the guy they look for the isolation, for the shot, or the drive. With the way he's scoring with 24, he's a go-to guy with 2 minutes left in this game.
Wofford has made 9 3-pointers this game. All tied up at 69.
Looks like Citadel stays with their zone. They've used this all game long.
Under 2 minutes to go. Tied up at 69. Nichols. Gibson. With that mouthpiece hanging out of his mouth. To Marshall on the cut. It was stripped. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Wofford ball.
Gibson's been on the money with that pass all game long. Great cut by Marshall. Couldn't hold on to the ball. Wofford had a great shot at the hoop. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Citadel stays in the zone.
Gibson to inbound. Whoa, very close to the end line. He gets it back, went off one of the Citadel players.
He bounced off the back of the Citadel player just to get the ball in bounds without a violation. A very hard thing to do, but a very smart thing to do. Here's a foul. Again, it's only 16 fouls. Wofford gets a new shot clock with 35 seconds to work with, and they'll take the ball underneath the basket, and Citadel stays in the zone.
Joseph Thompson with his third foul. Gibson underneath. To inbound. Salters, number 3. Marshall, 24 points for Eric Marshall. Watley double team, stolen by Volulis. Very high dribble, but no call.
And a timeout by Ed Conroy. Now, who are they going to? And you think it's going to be Hammock with the ball, looking to drive, or finding Donnie McClendon, or maybe Big Joseph Thompson. He's as hot can be, so why not go with the big guy also? Demetrius Melson comes in the game, so they not have that big Turk inside to possibly go to also in their man-to-man offense.
Now, to Wofford's credit, they've been able to hold Thompson to just 3 points this half. He made a three-pointer earlier, but has 15 total. They have not been able to stop Donnie McClendon. 26 points for McClendon and 6 3-point baskets.
And Hammock's been fantastic with the ball. He and Drew Gibson, a really match with great point guards in the Southern Conference. But now there's 1:21 left in the game, 29 on the shot clock. Citadel has to inbound. Wofford's played man-to-man all game long. Now the Citadel has to move the ball and get a shot. They don't want to wait and take their foot off the accelerator and wait till the end of the shot clock. I think they need something good in the next 10 or 15 seconds.
Neither of these teams have played in overtime this year. But we're tied at 69 with 1:16 to play. Citadel with the ball. In low to Nelson, number 44. Working on Watley. Loses the handle, gets it back. Puts it up. Tipped by Watley. Wofford. Gibson. Inside of a minute to go. From Benjamin Johnson Arena. Gibson.
Oh, an offensive foul.
Nelson hit the deck, absorbs the punishment, and Citadel takes the ball.
Nelson moved his feet well. Gibson went to his first part of his torso. Here's the play, and they pull the charge. Another angle. Well, could have gone either way. When you're on the road, though, that's a nice ball to get. Mike Young doesn't like it. But he's going to have to play some defense now. And the Citadel's going to have to shoot. There are 51.2 seconds left in the game. They've got 35 seconds on the shot clock. Last time they went into Nelson, and Nelson did not handle that situation well. He bobbled the ball, he didn't get double teamed, and he lost it. Now, do they go in there, or they stay with Hammock and McClendon on the perimeter? I think they have to go with their guards.
McClendon would be a wise choice with 26 points tonight, well above his 12.6 average. Mike Young instructing his Wofford Terriers.
Hammock also has 13 points. Tom is 5 for 8 and has maybe 3 and 2 for 3 from the foul line. So he's a guy you really want with the ball, I think, down the stretch here. But the Wofford knows they'll get the ball back. Whether they get scored upon or not, they know they'll get the ball back. Again, you don't want to foul. Wofford has 19 fouls. The Citadel will shoot 2 if there's a common foul.
45 seconds to go. 69 all. Wofford to the Citadel. Bulldogs with the ball. In the corner. Valulis. That is a 3-point bucket for Valulis.
And a great drive. He found the Lithuanian in the corner, and he nailed the 3.
Nichols for 3. But he was fouled.
Is he reacting shooting for 3? Is he behind the 3-point line?
The foul is on 31, Joseph Thompson. Let's take a look, Coach.
They're going to give him 3, according to...
This is Valulis.
Yes, Valulis making his 3 to put Citadel 3. Now we come down to the other end. There's Nichols, and they're calling it behind the foul line, the three-point line. They're going to give him 3.
And if you want a guy at the free throw line in a clutch situation, it is him.
82%.
Fourth in the conference, he makes the first.
And Conroy calls a timeout, maybe looking to ice Shane Nichols. Doesn't want to give him the rhythm of taking 3 shots right in a row, so he's going to call his timeout.
So 2 more free throws upcoming for Nichols. The one he just made was his first attempt of the game. He's got 9 points. Shane Nichols is third in the conference in scoring, 16.6, but he has 2 crucial free throws upcoming.
And whether he makes the next one or not, on the third shot, you've got to make sure you box out. Whether he's going to tie the game or not. If he misses, of course, the Citadel keeps the lead, but you have to check out. Now, there are 31 seconds left in the game, so if Nichols does tie it, the Citadel can hold for the last shot and the possible win. But Nichols still has to make 2 to tie this thing.
The possession arrow favors the Citadel. Nichols going to the line, 2 shots remaining, has made the first.
Against Cincinnati, the score was tied 90-90, and he made the shot to have Wofford beat Cincy 91-90.
Second one is good.
So he's been there before, on the road at Cincinnati, and now in Spartanburg, South Carolina, at home.
This is on his home floor. Nichols to tie the ball game at 72. And it comes off. 3 bounces on the rim. Valulis got it. 1-point game. 26 seconds to go. 72-71. Citadel in front. Hammock with the ball. And he is fouled.
Yes, they had to
Gibson fouled him.
Hammock goes to the line. It's double bonus time, so it is 2 shots for Kevin Hammock.
Kevin Hammock, 58% from the free throw line. 2 of 3 today. He'll have 2 shots here.
On Wednesday night against Elon, Hammock did make the 2 foul shots to make the lead 53-50. It was 51-50. They fouled Hammock. He made both fouls on that occasion. Now he's in the same situation.
And that was the winning margin against Elon on Wednesday, 53-50. Citadel is going for its 3rd win in a row.
Same situation for Kevin Hammock. Citadel brings in a bunch of defenders. They bring in Streeter, they bring in Diaspora, and they're going to look to play some defense. They've still got that lead. They'd like to go up 2 if Hammock can deliver on the second shot.
Gets the second. 14 points for Hammock.
No timeout by Mike Young.
To Gibson. Runs into Hammock. And the foul is on number 22 for the Citadel.
1-on-1 now. 1-and-1 for Drew Gibson.
Gibson to the line. He's a 75% free throw shooter. He is 3 of 4 tonight. 18 points for Drew Gibson.
Mike Young elected to just play. He didn't call timeout, and he let Drew Gibson try to create. Hammock was a little late in the step over, and draws the foul and goes for a 1-and-1.
2-point lead for the Citadel. Gibson at the line. Comes off. And taken by Thompson. 12 seconds to go. They need to foul, and Tyler Watley will commit the foul on Diaspora.
Diaspora has gone to the line 11 times this season. It's made 10. Hasn't gone there often, but it's made 10 out of 11.
Chris Diaspora with 2 points tonight, the 6'2 sophomore guard. 2 very big free throws upcoming for Diaspora.
Coach Conroy is praying that he's going to make both to ice this game. But if he only makes 1, Wofford can still tie with a 3. If he misses both, Wofford can win with a 3. And Wofford can make 3s. We know that. So these are very, very important foul shots.
The last meeting between the 2 teams was February 25th of last year. Wofford coming away with an 84-80 loss. Citadel won that game here on Wofford's floor, 84-80 in overtime. So these teams have a history of playing close games.
Now, Ed Conroy is thinking about his defense. If they go up here, if they hit 1 and 2, they have a 3-point lead. Now, do you let Wofford come down with 10 seconds to shoot, or do you grab a foul and put Wofford on the foul line rather than let him go for 3? So it all depends on these 2 foul shots, but there are some scenarios that he has to think about defensively now. Whether they're down 2, whether they're up 2, whether they're up 3. If they go up 4, then it's just about over. No fouls, okay? Put your hands in your pockets and hopefully go home, warm the bus, and go home with 3 in a row.
Yeah.
If
the Citadel wins, they improve to 2-2 in conference play. This is a team that won 1 conference game last year, and they'd already get their second after just 4 conference games this season, if they can hold on to win here at Wofford.
Wofford's got Gibson, with that ball in his hands to great now, so Citadel needs some foul shots here. They got Gibson and the great offensive players like Shane Nichols and Eric Marshall. They can score. So Dias Farah has to look to nail these two.
Dias Farah is a 90% free throw shooter. Got 2 points, trying to add to his total right here and potentially put this one away. Oh, rattles in and out. That was halfway down.
Wofford also has junior sources in the game, so they have some 3-point shooters in the game. They've got Eric Marshall can knock them down, Shane Nichols, and also junior sources, and Drew Gibson will have the ball in his hands.
Dias Farah gets the second. 3 points on the night for Dias Farah. 3-point lead for the Citadel. Gibson loses the handle. Watley had it. Gibson got it. 4 seconds to go. Needs to pump up a 3. Shoots. And it's no good. It's over. The Citadel wins it 74-71. What a victory for Ed Conroy and the Bulldogs.
Great defensive possession by the Citadel. They forced Watley into a fumble and forced a very tough shot by Drew Gibson. Great offense in the second half by the Citadel, and they stepped up on defense, and they made some foul shots.
Excellent win on the road for the Citadel, and let's check in with Ralph and head coach Ed Conroy of the Bulldogs.
Thank you, guys. Coach Conroy, how about it?
Hey, how about it? I can't tell you how proud I am of my guys. As you saw today, they just got a lot of fight. That's 10 Citadel men we put on the bus.
Well, and that's 2 conference wins on the road in a row. When's the last time Citadel did that?
Oh, I'm not sure. We don't talk about anything before this, right now. And we just try to stay in the present. Our guys fought their hearts out today.
Congratulations. Great win.
Thanks, Ralph.
You're a good coach.
I don't know about that. I got some great kids.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
That's Ed Conroy. And then right here we got Donnie McClendon also with us. And nice routine win on the road, huh?
Yeah, it feels good.
Now, you got it going for a little bit.
For a little bit, yeah.
I just told Coach Conroy 2 straight wins on the road in the league. How special is that?
It feels really good. We played a really tough schedule at first, and they really prepared us for later on in the conference play.
Well, congratulations the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, back to you.
Thank you, Ralph. We take a look at Donnie McClendon, the BB&T player of the game. Look at it, off-balance 3-point shots. McClendon had 6 3-pointers, 26 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and he was certainly a big difference tonight as Citadel gets the win on the road here at Wofford, Coach.
And Joseph Thompson kicks in with 15. Kevin Hammock, 14 points, but a great floor game. Really played well. And Streeter stepped up. Dias Farah played well. Valulis played well. They played with a lot of confidence, a lot of poise, and they're very, very scrappy. It's a military school. Haven't won too much, but new coach, new program, new philosophy, and 2 wins in a row.
Coach, you've been there before. What kind of momentum can be built from a victory like this on the road in such a tight ball game that goes right down to the wire?
You develop chemistry. You develop confidence. Now they play the College of Charleston at home on Tuesday, looking for a 3rd straight win. They did it without Jamel Everhart. He's really the glue of their team. So if he can come back and they can win without him, who knows? They could have a great season. I'm very, very happy for him. Tough loss for Mike Young and Wofford. They're now 0-4.
It's a great victory for the Citadel here on the parquet at Wofford College. What a finish to this one. The Citadel wins at 74-71. That's the final from Ben Johnson Arena. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time. SoCon Basketball on CSS.